And hello, welcome to Solo Playthroughs. We are doing a playthrough of Dungeon Lords from Mage Knight with our friend Wolfhawk. She has been on the sidelines. It is her time to shine. This is the second ever Solo Playthroughs Patron Challenge brought to you by Dave Laporte, because he saw what Michael Wright had me do with Mind's Liberation, and he goes, let's do more of that. So I appreciate it. We are now going to so there's one in between Mind's Liberation and Dungeon Lords. Honestly, I forget the name of it. Druid Knights. Yeah, I just looked over at the sheet. So I did forget the name of it. I looked at the sheet, happened to be on that page. So Druid Knights is the one we are going to skip over for the time being. We'll likely come back to that sometime in the future. But let's go to Dungeon Lords. Dungeon Lords is pretty nuts. Not nearly as difficult as Mind's Liberation in my limited experience with the scenario, but definitely did a couple of practice runs and happy to just kind of jump into it. Let's get something on camera. Wolfhawk's movement is really helpful in this scenario, and we'll see what's up. So look, the setup is very similar to Mind's Liberation. We are just using the base game tiles, so we're taking out terrain tiles, countryside terrain tiles 12, 13, and 14, because I think those add some dynamics that aren't really intended in the base game here. So this is a base game scenario, so I think that matters. And then as far as core tiles, all we need is the blue city tile, and we need core tile number 1, which is the desert with the monastery and the tomb. What is the goal of this scenario? Well, we're not liberating the dungeons as much as we are just killing everything that resides there. And what resides there, obviously always a monster enemy resides in all of the dungeons, and then a Dragonum resides in the tombs, which again are just really enhanced dungeons. Now, we need to defeat all of the dungeons in the tombs. Well, that sounds pretty easy, right? Because we only have 2 dungeons on these tiles, and there's the 1 tomb on this tile. There are no more dungeons on these countryside tiles. Ooh, contraire, there are tons more dungeons. They are hidden, and they are secret. And what does that mean? So every time we put out a village tile, or a tile with a village on it, I should say, there is going to be a hidden dungeon in an adjacent space that is not a site. So it can't be a lake, can't be a magical glade, can't be a mage tower. And on that spot, we will put a face-down brown enemy, and that's now a secret dungeon. Additionally, every time we reveal a monastery, there is another secret dungeon, and that one is going to be more akin to a tomb. Why is that? Well, we're going to put a Draconan enemy on that spot, and now we need to conquer that site with that Draconum, right? So, and let me look at one thing. Oh, it is a secret tomb. Great. So every time we conquer a tomb, whether a secret tomb or a regular tomb, we will get both a spell and an artifact. And every time we conquer a dungeon, whether it is a secret dungeon or a regular dungeon, we will roll a die. If we roll a gold or a black, we will get a spell from the spell offer. If we roll one of the basic colors, we will get an artifact, right? So you are adding to your deck. Now, what does all that mean? Well, units are kind of garbage in this scenario, because what can you use in dungeons and tombs? Units. So we will be spending any influence we spend will most likely be on healing wounds. We'll put the unit offer out anyway. The unit offer in the source, again, base game scenario, only has 3 of each. So there's 3 mana die in the source. We get a white and 2 greens. We have our 3 units. We get an Utum Swordsman, a Guardian Golems, and I skipped over the Illusionists up there at the top. So in setting up the terrain, we're going to make sure that these 2 tiles with the actual printed dungeons are available. And then we're going to take these other 9 tiles and we're going to grab 5 of them, because we're going to need 7 countryside tiles total, including the 2 that have the dungeons printed on them. How these terrain come out is going to be important, because every time there's a monastery or a village, again, we're adding another dungeon. Ultimately, you're going to be defeating somewhere between 8 and 10 dungeons and or tombs in order to win this scenario, right? Not necessarily and or tombs. It's going to be dungeons and tombs. You are guaranteed to defeat at least one of each, right? So we're going to need to be aware of that. So I'm going to shuffle these 7 tiles, and this is going to be the top of our terrain deck. And underneath, obviously, we will have the blue city and the desert. So the nice thing about the desert tile is we know that there are no jerky Draconum lying around there that we're going to have to worry about, other than the Draconum in that tomb. And then there will be obviously another tomb here, because because there's a secret tomb. So there's actually 2 tombs on that tile, and there's a tomb on this tile, which is a secret tomb, which will go right there. Now the adjacent space, I should clarify this a little bit. When you reveal a monastery or when you reveal a village, you go into an adjacent space. That adjacent space can be on another tile. It doesn't have to be on the tile that you're on. Now the order of this is supposed to be random, so I'm going to just shuffle these up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which one's going to be on the bottom? That's a 6. That's on the bottom. And here are the terrain. This is the terrain deck of 9 tiles, which I will put off the screen to the left. All right, let me shuffle up the artifacts. Bam. That's good. We're going to shuffle up the advanced actions. Get an advanced action offer set up here. We got to shuffle up the skills. We got to choose our favorite dummy. So much going on just to go into the Atlantean countryside, but it's worth it. It is worth it. I'll tell you what, setup for this game just gets, after a while, it just becomes fairly routine. So if you're new to this game and you're like, setup takes forever, I get it, but just keep doing it. It will happen quicker and quicker. So here's our starting spell offer. It is going to be Burning Shield, Space Bending, and Charm. And then the starting advanced action offer is Chilling Stare, Magic Talent, ooh, I like that one, and Temporal Portal, really like that one. Great. Who's our dummy? A real dummy, please stand up. Arethia, Bravelar, Goldix, Crane, Norwas, Tovak. I rolled a 6, Tovak. He really just is the dummy with the mostest, because I think he was a dummy in our Megapolis scenario, and now he's back to be dummy again. Great, so I'm going to have his little cheat sheet of skills. Tovak, we're going to get 2 blues and a red on there, has the starting crystals in his inventory. I remember I am having the competitive skill in there to proxy for the cooperative skill. If it comes up, I will sub that out. Cool. Stat shuffle, Tovak's little turn order token, Wolfhawk's turn order token, shuffling up Wolfhawk's skills. Wolfhawk's skills, aren't great, but they do the trick. A lot will give you a little bit of fame here and there. It can be really helpful. But, this scenario, I initially tried this scenario with Norwas. Yeah, that didn't go very well. That was really hard. But my attempts with Wolfhawk have been a lot more effective. So I'm hopeful. Hold on one second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Greg can still count to 16. I know you're always worried. I understand. Thank you for your concern. So one of the nice wrinkles, when you have freed up the dungeons can become basically an underground tunnel system for you. And by spending 2 points of movement, you can enter that tunnel system, and then you can spend 1 point of movement to move through a bunch of terrain, provided that any revealed terrain, provided that you are not moving, you can't move under swamps or lakes. But with Wolfhawk, a lot of times if I reveal, say, a monastery early, and now I have a tomb that I really don't want to try to mess with that early, then what I'll do is I will just kind of leave it, and then I'll trust myself to be able to use the tunnel system near the end of the game to come back. Let me make sure there's 16 cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. We are good to go. All right, initial terrain. What do we got? We have ourselves a village, a marauding orc, a ruin, and we have ourselves another village. Oh, that's not right. That's right. A keep and a white mine. All right, let's put the keep in there face down. Oh, I had a ruin that fell out of there. Put that back in. Put the ruin face up because it is the day. It is if I conquer a keep or if I defeat a keep garrison and a monster enemy, I will get an artifact. Honestly, we'll be getting so many artifacts from the dungeons. Not really going to worry about that. And now what? Setup's done, right? Nope. Don't forget. We got 2 secret dungeons. Dun, dun, dun. We're going to put them. I'll put one here. Again, it's face down. These act like normal dungeons. So again, we'll just be able to enter them. And we'll just reveal this monster enemy and attack it. And then we have another monster enemy there for another secret dungeon. Cool. Well, nice thing is I have a village here. I can go there. Again, you're not recruiting units, right? So who really cares about your reputation? So I can go there, pillage, get there, liberate that. And not really liberating. I can defeat the enemy in that dungeon. I go there. I can probably knock those off right off the bat. And that will be a really, really nice beginning to this game. So what do we got? Swift reflexes, we got rage, we have improvisation, we have mana draw, and we have swiftness. Not as much movement as I would like. Might just take great start. This isn't one of those scenarios that whatever the dummy player gets comes out of the game. Planning is probably better to hold off on just in this limited situation. I don't want to waste swift reflexes. That ranged attack could be really, really nice. And I can use mana draw. I can get ranged attack 6 here. I got some possibilities. So I'm going to take great start. I'm going to roll for Tovak. Tovak rolls a 1. He is the early bird. Early bird gets the worm, or something like that. All right, so I'm going to get 2 more cards, which is a great start. Bam, give me a movement card, please. Tranquility and tirelessness. Well, there's a movement card for you. That will do. Problem is, yeah, that's fine. Cool. Tovak is first because he is the early bird. That is a blue. It is a blue. It is a blue. What? 2 more. What are you doing, Tovak? Slow down. All right, he's got 11 cards left. My turn. I'm playing Tirelessness for move 2. I get +1 for any card I play next, including one played sideways. I'm going to play Improvisation. Sideways, get that move 2, move myself into the village. I kind of like holding on to Tranquility in case I take a wound or 2. Make sure I can get that out of my hand pretty quick. I have 5 cards. I'm going to pillage the village, lose 1 reputation, and I'm going to get 2 more card, Influence and Determination. All right, Tovak, white, blue, green. He's good. He's got rid of all of his blues, so that is a good sign for us. So he has gone through 8 cards. He has 8 left. My turn. I am moving. Man, I got none of my movement cards. Well, what's my attack here? My range attack could be as much as 6. That's going to kill most monsters, not all of them. I'm not sure if I want to get rid of Tranquility. I'm probably not blocking. I mean, I don't have a blue mana, so really, Determination is probably not going to be the most useful thing here. So I'm going to move 2 with that. We're entering here, and we are going to attack this enemy in this secret dungeon. Ooh! Why? Gargoyle. What does a gargoyle have? Well, gargoyle has physical resistance, so I need 8 points of attack. Well, that's fun, and by fun, I mean not fun at all. So I am not going to be able to defeat that in a range or siege attack phase, because there is no way I'm getting up to 8 points of physical attack, and I have no elemental attack yet. Gargoyle is attacking with a 5. I take 3 wounds, so glad I still have my Tranquility. And now we go to the melee phase. I'm going to need to get to 8 attack. I'm going to play mana draw. I'm going to power with a white. I'm going to make this into a white, and I'm going to get 2 white mana. I'm going to power Swiftness, give me attack 3. I'm going to power Swift Reflexes to give me attack 3. I'm going to play Rage, which gives me attack 8. That 8 points of physical attack is not efficient, but it is effective. So we are good to go. We have killed the Gargoyle. I get 4 fame. No reputation increase. We're going to mark this with a shield so we remember that there was a secret dungeon there that we found, and we weeded out that gargoyle. We are now going to put this back, not re-roll it as per the terms of mana draw. We roll that, that's a white, and we clean up our play area. We get our reward. Our reward is going to be, I rolled, it is a green. We got an artifact. Artifact in it. What is it? It is Sapphire Ring and the Amulet of Sun. Sapphire Ring. Amulet of Sun. How much do I want? Blue mana and endless supply. The Amulet of Sun is a lot more flexible. We will just do that. Cool. And now we get the level up. I'm going to look at the top 2 skills on Wolfhawk's deck here. Ooh, I can ignore an ability. I love that. I really find that super helpful, especially with all these dragons we're going to be fighting. This is also nice. It's +1 to a card that's providing range or siege attack, +2 to a card that's providing regular attack. Honestly, this is more helpful. Now, it doesn't work against somebody with arcane immunity, but I find that skill really helpful. Like, for instance, with a gargoyle, we could have just canceled that physical resistance and had a much easier time, right? But what skill do I want? Do I want Chilling Stare? Oh, man. Every time I take Chilling Stare, it's just garbage. The bad thing about this, to be honest with you, is they're all blue, right? And that's screwy. That is not great. Not great at all. All right, we're going to take Chilling Stare and hopefully don't run into a lot of things with physical or ice resistance, because, again, they would be immune to the non-attack or block effects of Chilling Stare. All right, drawing out of my hand limit. What is it? It is 5. Shocker, it's Chilling Stare. Tovak, what are you doing? 1, 2, white, white, green. No greens in the inventory, so it's done. My turn. Another benefit of taking Chilling Stare is that it doesn't put a dual color card in Tovak's deck, and he is about to get a white crystal in his inventory, right? So kind of limiting variables. So Tranquility, powering it with a green, healing 2, and other than that, I am just going to rest. So you can do healing effects when you rest. I'm going to rest. I'm going to discard Chilling Stare, discard that wound. Let me get a fresh set of 5 cards here. And I rolled that. It's white. I dropped my hand, which is 5. Amulet of Sun, Threaten, March, Crystallize, March. Ooh, lots of movement. Tovak, what are you doing? It's a white. It's a red. It's a red. One more card. Really want to defeat that dungeon this turn. So what am I going to do? I'm going to play March for move 2. I'm going to play March for move 2 to explore. What do we get? All right, good, good. We have ourselves a Mage Tower garrison there. We have ourselves a Keep garrison, and we have ourselves an actual non-secret dungeon. It's very exciting that we will be able to just go up this route and take care of that on the next round. I'm going to play Crystallize. I'm going to power it with a white, I'm going to play a white to get a white crystal. And then end of the turn, well, no sense dropping anything because I'm drawing 3 cards. Let's see if I get enough that I think I'm pretty confident in trying to take on a random monster enemy. And remember, night rules apply in a dungeon, so I can't use the red mana in a dungeon, unfortunately. And we're drawing up to 5. It is, all right, so we got Rage. That's attack 6. I could get up to attack 9. I think I do it and just hope for the best. If I need to block, I mean, I can get block 6. So there's not that many enemies that block 6 want to be effective against if it, be really bad. And plus, remember, I have this, so that's also helpful. I'm not going to take range attack, so I will be taking a couple of wounds here, but I think that's all worth it. So Tovak is going. He's going to declare end of round next turn. My turn, I'm going to attack this enemy. Don't be awful. It is the Manticore. It is the Manticore. So Amulet of Sun, again, a gold mana token. If played during the night, oh, I can't, that's bad. Yeah, I can't, that's right, I can't use gold mana. That's fine. So Manticore is a little gross because I'm going to take 2 wounds to my hand because it has poison and assassin and it has swiftness. So I would need 8 block to block it. I don't even have, by the time I get the 6 attack, I'm going to have that as 6 attack. There's no way I'm going to get the block too. So it is what it, even if I ignored the swiftness thing, so that's fine. Oh, I can ignore the poison. That I don't mind. Yeah, that's great. Ignoring the poison ability. All right, so I just take the 2 wounds. Never done that before. That's exciting. And now we're going to, that was, so in the, again, range or siege attack phase, obviously not killing it. In the block phase, I'm ignoring the poison ability, so I only get the 2 wounds to my hand. This is attacking 4, my armor's 2. 2 goes into 4 twice. And now I need the 6 points of attack. We're going to play concentration. I'm going to get a red mana. I'm going to power Rage, and then I'm going to play these 2 cards sideways, and lo and behold, do I want to keep that? Well, it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter. Trying to think if I can get move 3 next turn to kind of move. Well, that would provoke that jerk. Yikes! Remember, I couldn't bring, not that I would want to, but I would not be able to bring the Cursed Hag in on this because this is an adventure site. So, and that was a rule I got wrong in the Mines Operation scenario. You cannot bring adjacent rampaging enemies in if you're on an adventure site. Only you can do that only on a fortified site. But I digress. Fine. Attack 6. Not overthinking it. We're going to then get 5 fame. Gets us up to 9. Super dead. Another token, which we're never going to fill. This goes here. Ding, ding, ding. And that is my turn. 12 declares end of round. Oh, we get my reward. Don't forget your reward. It's a dungeon. What do we get? We're going to roll. It is a green, another artifact. Heal. Give me something heal. Ooh, Amulet of Darkness or the Banner of Protection. Well, banners are garbage because we're not getting units. So, Amulet of Darkness it is. Oh, and knowing I was going to get that, I would have played the Amulet of Sun sideways. And that's, oh, then I'm going to get attacked by that dude. Never mind. I'm not moving anywhere. Not moving anywhere. Fine. End of round is declared. And now I'm going to shuffle this up. Remember, if I move here, I'm getting this is provoked. This can reveal. I'm definitely not sieging that. There's no point in doing that. No point at all. I mean, if there was like one of those like take a wound, siege attack 8, that could be really nice, especially since some of those dragons. But yeah, it's not looking like it's in the cards, kids. So it is what it is. We're gonna have to take care of this orc, move up here, liberate that, or open up that dungeon, and that will be kind of the first half of our first night here. So, shuffled up my deck. I have 3 wounds in there, which is totally fine. We're going to add a blue to Tovek's deck. We're going to add a white to his inventory. There's no monasteries on the board, so no advanced actions need to get replenished in the unit offer. Tovek has 17 cards now. One other wrinkle I didn't mention is, so this scenario is one of the few that has 5 rounds. So it is 3 days and 2 nights. Makes a big difference in timing, and I really kind of wonder why they didn't do the same thing with Mind's Liberation, other than the fact that Vlada just has a little bit of an evil bone in his body. But that's fine. We love him anyway. Vlada. Alright, we're going to now replenish the unit offer. We get the Guardian Golems, the Northern Monks, and the Magic Familiars. And we are going to do this. We're going to roll. It is a white and 2 blues. Cool. Drawing out to my hand limit, which is 5. It is Determination, Mana Draw, Swift Reflexes, Promise, and Amulet of Darkness. And I'm going to take Preparation. I just want to kill that dude without dealing with poison. And you know what I'm going to take? I'm taking some Concentration because it is time. And I just don't want to deal with starting with wounds from a stupid Cursed Hag. Let's just get that out of the way and make sure we're freed up for the rest of this round. So since I took number 5, please don't roll a 6. I rolled a 4. So Midnight Meditation is out. Preparation is out. Tovak is first. Again, I have this back. Tovak, it is a red, it is a white, it is a red. One more card, blue. Cool. My turn. I'm going to play Amulet of Darkness. I gain a mana token of any color. I'm going to get a green. I'm going to use that to power concentration. I'm going to play Swift Reflexes. I'm going to get the stronger effect plus 3. So I'm going to get range attack plus 2. So I get the range. So yeah, with Goldix it's 3. But, you know, with Wolfhawk it's only 2. So it's range attack plus 3. So I'm going to get range attack 5, kill the Cursed Hag. I get plus 1 reputation, plus 3 fame, Dunskies, and I'm going to put that over there. No level up, no reward. Just now we need 5 movement to start getting out of here. So hopefully I pick up some movement cards. Let me drop Promise, because there's no point holding on to that. And drawing up to 5. March, thank you. Wound and Rage. Not great. But yeah, that move 5 is going to be a bit of a challenge. I need the Amulet of Sun. It would make it a move 3, but that's obviously somewhere buried in my deck. Don't want to go this way because I want to get to that dungeon, so we'll have to make it work. All right, Tranquility. So it's a green, a blue, and a red. One more, so that's 8 cards. We still have 9 cards in Tovak's deck here. My turn. I'm going to play Mana Draw, power the white. I'm only doing this to get myself a green. So I get 2 green mana. So it's a little wasteful, but again, you got to keep moving in this scenario. So that's move 5, play Termination Sideways. That's move 4 with March. Termination Sideways gives me move 5. And here I am in this ruin. Great. This does not get re-rolled. That does. It's a green. These go away. Drawing up to my hand limit, which is 5. You got Swiftness, we have Tranquility, and we have Improvisation. Don't hate that. So it'll be 6 points of movement to get into there. Do not have a red. So I have 3 wounds in here. This is the first wound I'm seeing. So that's a thing. Not great. But I can do move 3, 4, 5. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Tovak, what are you doing? It's a white. It's a white. It's a blue. 2 more cards. So Tovak's gone through 12 cards so far. Has 5. Nope, has gone through 13 cards so far. So it's 4 left. My turn. We are going to. Yeah, we got to start using some cards. I'm going to do move 3 with Improvisation. Move 5. So that's 1, 2. Let's reveal another tile. Interesting. So what do we got? We have a monastery. So we are going to put a dragon face down in an adjacent space that's not a site. So I can't put it on the lake. I'm going to put it on this forest over there. So that's a tomb. It's a secret tomb. And then we have a marauding orc. We're going to get our first thing here, a pathfinder. So we have one monastery on the board. I will likely not be bringing down monasteries because why? What's the point? We're getting a ton of artifacts anyway. We're going to put this rampaging orc right in our face. It is an orc summoner, and that's less than ideal. So we're going to end our turn there. And now we're going to draw out our hand limit, which is 5. Crystallize, Rage, and Amulet of Sun. Gotcha. We're going to do this. Tovak, white, green. Don't be blue or red. Oh. All right. Tovak's declaring end of round next turn. That's less than ideal. My turn. Wow. We are not going through any of our cards. We're going to get a gold mana. And I can play gold mana as if it was not even a night. I can play it as if it was day. And I'm going to, man, I was hoping to get another wound in my hand to take advantage of this tranquility, but that's probably not happening now. So I'm going to use tranquility to heal the 1. I'm going to play crystallize power with the gold mana, and I'm going to take myself a red, and that's good. I will hold on to Rage, and hopefully we can kill that Orc Summoner before this round is over. Got it. Drawing up to 5. Chilling Stare. Don't hate that. Wound. Tirelessness. And Threaten. That could work. That could definitely work. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Tovak declares end of round. What am I doing? So I'm going to play Tireless, remove 2, ++1. My next card I play with movement. Threaten sideways is move 1. Tireless next makes it move 2. That's move 4. I get there. That triggers an attack from the Orc Summoner. I'm going to play Chilling Stare. Doesn't attack this turn. And then I'm going to Power Rage with the red I just got with Crystallize and kill the Orc Summoner because it only has 4 armor and Rage attacks 4. So I get +1 reputation, +4 fame, gets me up to 16. And now we're going to be freed up to be on that dungeon next turn and start getting back to the major task at hand. What am I doing? I'm leveling up. So I never got to these cards. It's a wound and 4 movement, so it's not like I had a bunch of attack there anyway. My level up. Ooh, hello. That cooperative skill can be nice in this scenario. Yes. Yes, sir. I never put one in the thing for Tovak. Oh, that's his cooperative skill. And we'll put another one in. Great. So I'm taking, I think it's Howl of the Pack, or what is it called? Howl, Wolf's Howl. Well, yeah, Howl of the Pack. I knew it. All right, great. So I get +4 for a card placed sideways, +1 for each command token that has no assigned unit. And obviously, I'm going to have a ton of command tokens by the end of this without no assigned units. This is probably like a 6 or 7. And then on the next turn, it actually reduces an attack by 1 and it reduces an armor of the same enemy by 1. Very, very nice skill for this scenario in particular. Great. Now I take a skill. I'm going to take Swift Bolt. Let me get some more attack in my deck. Although Temporal Portal is very tempting because I do not want to put another blue in his deck. He's already getting another blue there. Yeah, I think I have to do that. Temporal Portal plays your action, and then you get to increase your hand size, and could come in handy. As much as I like Swift Bolt, I have to start controlling Tovak's tempo to some extent. Obviously, I'm just giving myself better odds with Tovak's tempo, but I'm a fan of that kind of move when I'm looking at what I'm looking at. I know that Tovak already has 5 blue cards, and he's going to get a 3rd blue crystal. So I don't want to give him a 6th blue card and then have, you know, so much of a chance that he's going through 5 cards every turn. All right, end of round. Tovak gets a blue because of space bending. The spell offer gets replenished with offering. We're going to give a white card. I'm putting Swift Bolt in Tovak's deed deck. These move down, replenishing the unit offer. So a new advanced action there for the 1 monastery on the board is Refreshing Walk, and then we have Agility goes there. These are getting replaced. The new units are Thugs, Herbalists, and Savage Monks. This comes off. We're going to get the new source is a gold, a red, and a white, and everything is good. I'm going to draw Swift Reflexes, Temporal Portal, 1 wound, Promise, and Improvisation. Not great. I'm going to take Planning, We're going to roll for Tovak. Tovak, what is your tactic? His tactic is Mana Steel. So Tovak is first yet again. I think I have 2 wounds left on my deck. You may move to an adjacent safe space. Whether you move or not, your hand limit is 1 higher than next turn. Don't have a movement card. I could rest. Now, I could play Temporal Portal as my action, increase my hand limit, and then planning will increase my hand limit, give me enough to make sure I conquer that that dungeon pretty easily, right? I think that makes some sense. But either way, we need to shuffle Tovak's D deck, and we're going to get some cards. So red, green, blue. Gotta be kidding me. 3 more. So he has 18 cards in his deck, and he's gone through 6. So he has 12 cards left. Not great. But I'm just not set up to attack this dungeon at all. At all. So I'm going to play Temporal Portal. I'm going to power with the gold, and that's the action on this turn. So I'm going to increase my hand size by 2 instead of 1. And again, I have no movement, so I can't do anything really good there. And I'm going to drop Promise. And I have 3 cards in my hand, so planning is going to trigger. So I'm going to draw up to 5 into my hand limit, +1 for planning, and then +2 because of Temporal Portal. Amulet of Sun and Tranquility. Okay. All right, we'll see how that works next turn. All right, Tovak just gets a white, and a red, 1 more card. So Tovak has 8 cards left in his deck. I'm going to attack the dungeon. It's a net regular dungeon. We're just taking a monster enemy. It is the Manticores. Not Manticore. What are you? What are you? It is the, oh man. I'm losing it. No, it's Minotaur. There you go. Whatever. Manticore, Minotaur. All the same. All the same. So I definitely want to beat him in the range attack phase. I'm going to play Amulet. Oh, I can't use gold in the dungeon. So bad. So he should block. That's fine. I mean, I'm not thrilled about it. So the gold. All right, so I'm going to play Improvisation, Empower the Rep from the source. That gives me a block 5. I also have this. Yeah, I might as well use this turn. There's no point in not, right? All right, so I'm going to use Howl of the Pack. I'm going to play Swiftness sideways, and that's going to give me a attack 6 in the melee phase. I've killed the Manticore. I get not Manticore. God, it's the Minotaur, right? It is a Minotaur. Why am I losing my mind today? What is wrong? Oh, some people are like, Greg, we think you lost your mind a long time ago, and you would probably be correct. What are you? It's a Minotaur, right? Right? Yep, Minotaur. All right, cool. That guy's dead. I get +4 fame. That gets me up to 20. Yep. And this goes in the middle. I can use that next turn, or I lose it. I roll that. It's green. These come back. We liberated a dungeon, so we roll. It's a gold, so I get a spell. Yikes. Burning Shield. Why not? It's great. Could be useful. And that could be replaced with Expose. Now, I'm going to draw to my hand limit, which is 5. And then planning triggers, so I get up to 6. Tirelessness in the house. I mean, now the real question is, how long am I holding on to Tranquility to try to get this last little thing here, right? Oh, this should get a shield. And remember, now these are connected. I can spend 2 points of movement +3 to get here if I wanted to, right? Just to give an idea of how that works. Yeah, we're going to hopefully get something closer to that tomb, because that's going to be that hidden tomb, because that's going to be a pain in the future. All right, Tovak. It's a white, it's a blue, it's a white, 1 more card. All right, getting a little bit of a reprieve. Hopefully the next card is a green, so we can get 2 more turns out of this. My turn, I'm going to play Swift Reflexes. I get move. Well, now I'll play Tirelessness, which gives me move 2 +1 on the next card I play, which is fine. So I'm going to reveal a tile. This has nothing good. All right, so it has no, well, I mean, a little bit of a break, right? Because we don't have any tombs to worry about on that tile. We don't have any hidden, no hidden tombs, no hidden dungeons. It just is what it is. Now we've seen now. So there's 1 more regular dungeon guaranteed in these countryside tiles, and there's also 1 more monastery, so that would add a secret tomb, right? So this is face up because it is day again. Obviously not doing much with any of these, but just putting them out for thoroughness. The question is, where do I want to go? Probably want to come over this way, I think. Getting back could be a pain. So that's move 2. I have 1 more point of movement. There's no monsters anywhere, which is Not great. I mean, there is some argument to just go this way. So I have one more point of movement. My concern, I don't want to get too far away from it. There again, there's not something. This is the closest dungeon. I mean, at night that would be 2, 4, 9 points of movement to get in there. Do I try to beat this dragon on this turn? Would be interesting. I do like expose. That's a nice card to have over there. So I have one more point of movement. I'm going to play Swift Reflexes, and I'm going to power the wife from the source. That gets +1 movement because of tirelessness. So that's a total of 5 points of movement plus the 1 that I have from there. So that's 6 points of movement that I still have, right? Because I spent 2. Because I got 7 points of movement. No, I lied. I got 7 points of movement total. Why did I say 3? Oh yeah, I messed up. Right, so I have 7 points of movement total. So that I have 5 points of movement left. So that gets me there. I'm going to play 1 card sideways. I'm going to play the Amulet of Sun sideways, and that allows me to reveal another tile. Let's see what's going on here. All right, this makes me feel a little bit better about not defeating this dragon until later. And obviously, I'm going to have to move some of this off when this round is over. And actually, you know, I can move it all down because I'm not getting any units. Awesome, let's do that. So we're going to get another orc. Yeah, I think keeping the tiles all out actually might be more important in this scenario than in most. So this is a marauding orc, rampaging orc, and then we're going to have a secret tomb right there, which is right next to the dragon, and I really, really like that. So since that's a secret tomb, we're going to mark that with this enemy, and there's going to be 2 points of movement in, and then I could hopefully take care of it next before the end of this round, which is feasible. And I'm going to pillage that village because I'm there. Oh, it's a monastery. It's not a... Oh! I just want to pillage something. Oh, man, this is bad. I'm like going through none of my deck. Tovak is going too fast. Shoot. And because of that, I'm not going to get greedy with Tranquility anymore. I'm going to heal before the end of my turn. It's a special effect. I can do that anytime. And let's maximize the... Oh, that's dumb because then planning won't trigger. So I'd be getting rid of 2 cards. I could be getting rid of 1 usable card, but I'd be getting 1 usable card less. Tranquility probably makes sense to hold on to into my hand. Right? Right. So I'm going to re-roll that. It is a white. These all go away. I'm going to draw up to my hand limit, which is 5, 1, and 2, and then planning triggers 1 more card, concentration. That's fine. Tovak, 1, 2, and 3. It's red, so of course he's declaring end of round next turn. This is flipped. I never use this. Yeah, I'm going to heal 1. And then I'm going to use these 2 cards sideways for move 2. It gets me into that dungeon. And hopefully I can use some magic here in the... and I'm going to cause an earthquake. Hopefully I can use some magic here on the next turn. Then I'm going to draw to my hand limit, which is 5. I do have 2 cards when this turn starts. So planning triggers, that gives me 6. Chilling Stare isn't all that helpful, but I have some things I could potentially put together here. Yeah, I think we'll be all right. Tovak declares end of round. That goes away because this is my last turn. I'm going to try to defeat this enemy. Let's see what's up. It is Medusa. All right, Medusa. Chilling Stare coming in big again. So I'm going to say you don't attack. And now I just need 4 points of... Ooh, I just need 4 points of attack. Yeah, I could do that. Nah, let's not even use Chilling Stare. We're going to get a red mana with concentration. I'm going to power Burning Shield, Fire block 4. That gives, I'm going to play Rage. That's block 6. Since it was a successful block in the melee phase, I could fire attack 4, which is enough to kill Medusa. Bye-bye. I get 5 fame. I go from 20 to 25. That gets me another one of my command tokens. This cleans up. I get my reward. I already did my level up. Out of order, I know. My reward is a black, so it's another spell. Oh, I don't know if I love that. That's fine. Expose. Expose it is. Actually, I kind of do love that. Great. Done. Round is over. And yeah, just not getting through my deck at all. It's just not great. And I still had this where I could have canceled the Paralyze. So Medusa has nothing. Nothing. All right. Dad has a shield, so I can always get back there and get to that dragon. If I pull a really good hand, this gets replenished. It is Underground Travel. If I pull a really good hand, then maybe we can think about beating that dragon up at the beginning of the next round. Problem is, it's going to be night, and that's 5 points of movement in. So I start with the Amulet of the Sun, maybe. All right, we're adding a white. We're adding a green. Don't hate that. These go down. there are still only one monastery on the board. Spell offers replenish with Mist Form. These go down. Refreshing Walk goes away. That's replaced with Blood Ritual. That goes in. That's Ambush. These go away. New unit offer. What do we get? It is Scouts, Shock Troops, and Magic Familiars. Rolling the source. So I have a red and 2 gold. So that's half non-basic. So these have to be re-rolled. It is a black and a white. These come down. Everything is set. What am I going to get? So I have Stamina, Tirelessness, Chilling Stare, Mana Draw. I do, since another command token, I am drawing up to 6. Promise and Tranquility. So I have no attack, although I can get attack 7 in the melee phase. This is great. Maybe I do it. I mean, I have the movement, and I have Chilling Stare. Obviously, if it has Ice Immunity, that's not going to help. I have this. Yeah, maybe I just do it. Don't worry about having to come back. I mean, coming through the dungeons is a cool little mechanic. I definitely had a game where I had a dungeon all the way down here because a monastery was on an opening tile, and it was really nice just to be able to like, I mean, it was like 8 points of movement to get from like up there all the way down here. But, you know, I can get in there pretty easy. Chilling Stare, have this for attack 7. I mean, how the pack is so sick. All right, I'm going to roll this. Roll. It's like a shuffle. It's like roll. It's just, you know, totally different. We are going to get, it's the last night, so I'm going to take Sparing Power. Not even thinking about that. So Toback is definitely first again, and hopefully we'll start slowing down Toback. She has 19 cards in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Toback, what are you doing? It's a green. It's going to be blue. No, it's white. All right, 15 cards left. Awesome. So he's going to at least 4 every turn, and if he gets a blue, he's going through 6. So pretty big difference there. Sparing Power. I'm going to do it. I think I try it. I mean, Ice Immunity is a little rough, but I think I still try it. So I'm going to play Tirelessness, and that gives Stamina +1 movement. So that's movement 5. Get into here, and I just do it. Attack 7. Well, let me think about this. Yeah, I think that should be enough. I mean, I can get up to attack 10 if I need to. If I need to use Chilling Stare, it's attack 9. I think we're good. What do we get? Oh, it's the High Dragon. All right, so High Dragon is ice immune, so I can't use Chilling Stare on it. That's just fine. But I can cancel its brutal. So that's cool. So it's going to come in, it's going to give me 2 wounds, which I'm totally fine with. And then I'm going to play Promise Sideways. That's going to give me attack 7 in the melee phase. I'm going to use Chilling Stare and Mana Draw Sideways. That's attack 9. That is enough to defeat the High Dragon. So the High Dragon is going to give me 9 fame. It gets me up to 34. Dunskies, I don't level up. But since I defeated the Secret Tomb, what do I get? I get a spell. And I will take... This form is not great because I'm not using units anyway. Underground Travels, interesting. Take Offering, just give me that red crystal every turn. And that's Fireball. Ooh, really like that. I don't want to use Tranquility right now. Do I? Do I? Right, and then I also get my artifact, right? Because it is a secret tomb. So what am I getting? Ruby Ring or Druidic Staff? Ooh, Druidic Staff. Yes, please. Done. No, I'm not super strong in crystals, but I think this Druidic Staff makes a lot of sense. All right, I'm going to draw up to... You know what? This is just jamming up my hand too much. I will use Tranquility at the end of that combat and just open up my hand a little bit more. All right, so I'm drawing up 5 more cards. So Druidic Staff, Offering, Improvisation, Expose, and Amulet of Sun. Just bananas. What's the heal? I have to discard a white to move 2 revealed spaces. I have Improvisation. Amulet of Sun lets me use gold mana during the night. I might just get rid of Druidic Staff right now. I don't have a blue, which I really get in the crystals, but that's fine. Tovak's turn. It is a green, blue, and a blue. 3 more. 1, 2, 3. So Tovak has 19 cards left. Sparing Power triggers. Again, I have to use Howl the Pack this turn or I lose it. I'm going to play Amulet of Sun. It gets me a red. Yeah, it gets me a red. I'm going to use that to power Offering. So just to get a red crystal. And then I'm going to play Improvisation. Using a red from the source. I'm going to discard the Druidic Staff to get me move 5. That gets me here, and I'll be happy to get 10 there. How the pack is used, I'm going to roll that. It is blue now. That goes away. All this goes away. All right, I'm going to draw to my hand, which is 6. We got Rage, March, Burning Shield, and March. That's my 6 cards. Tovak's turn. Red, blue, blue, 3 more. 4 cards left in his deck. Oh, 3 cards left in his deck. Man, he just went through 16 cards in 3 turns because awesome. Sparing power. Bam. Just killing it, Tovak. I guess 3 more tiles I still have to explore here. All right, great. Not great, but great. So I'm going to explore with March. It's the last countryside tile. We know it has a tomb and a secret tomb and a hidden dungeon. No, I'm sorry, a hidden tomb and a regular dungeon. So we're going to put our little dragon friend here. Oh, so yeah, my fingers failed me. Whatever, it is what it is. Honestly, I'm with sparing power, I'm planning to attack it next turn, whatever the heck it is. And then I'm going to use, yeah, because I have Burning Shield, I have Exposed, I have a lot of good cards, and I have just enough mana to make this work. So I'm going to move into, oh, I can pillage the village. I'm not going to move into there this turn because I have sparing power. Let me pillage the village. I think that's more important, and I know I have the move too. Great. That's the end of my turn, and that's fine. We're going to go to Tovak's turn. 1, 2, 3. He's declaring end of round next turn. I'm pillaging a village. Oh, I never drew up to my hand limit, which is 6. I pillage a village. I get 2 more. 1 and 2. And yeah, I didn't have an influence card to actually heal last turn anyway, which is fine. I'm not going to spare power. I'm going to put these 3 cards in my hand. All right, I'm going to move 2. We're going to attack this dragon in this secret tomb. What do you got? All right, it is a lava dragon, so it is a brutal ability. It is also fortified, so it can't be killed with range attack. It is attacking with a fire attack of a 6, right? So that is, now Burning Shield is still effective against it, even though it has fire immunity. Fire resistance, because these are both block and attack effects. Exploding, but I couldn't use Exploding Shield because it wouldn't destroy the blocked enemy, right? Because that's not an attack effect, that's a destroy effect. So I can't use Exploding Shield, but I can use Burning Shield, and that's probably good enough for what I'm looking at here. Right, so let me try to get this thing blocked at minimum. So I'm going to play Burning Shield. I'm going to power it with the red. That's going to be Fire Block 4. Now, that's not efficient against that dude. Is that even worth it? It's a Fire Block. I need 12 points of block. Oh, let me take this back. Can I get 8 range attack? No. Can I get 12 points of block? Let me try it this way. So, loses all fortifications and resistances. If I take the wounds, it's just 4 wounds. Again, it's a lot, though. Get a mana. So, Amulet of Darkness gives me a mana of any color. I'll take a red. If that loses all resistances, then the non-block effect, the non-attack or non-block effect of Exploding Shield actually should be effective against it because it's exposed. I think that's right. And then I would just need to do the block 12. Yeah, I think that's right. If I get a red from that, let me get a blue from Amulet of Darkness, and then I get a red from here. Well, if I get a red from Amulet of Darkness, I'll take the blue from the source, but I need the black from the source. I'm going to try and destroy it. No, that's fine. I'll take the red from Burning Shield, from Amulet of Darkness, the power Burning Shield. I'm going to take the blue from the source. It's losing all resistances. I'm trying to block 12, all right, because it's a fire attack. This counts, this knocks off only, this is inefficient against this guy. So fire block and physical block are inefficient against a fire, the fire attack. So I just need 12 points of block. So that's 4, that's 9, that's 10, 11, that's 12. And now, in the attack phase, it loses all resistances, so that fire attack 4 is good, and then I just need 2 points of attack there, and then rage gives me 8 points of attack total, and that is totally fine, so I don't even have to worry about the Exploding Shield question. So let me kind of review. So I needed 12 points of block, because all this was inefficient block, so that's 4 points of block for Burning Shield, 5 points of block determination, and then 10, 11, 12 points of block because I placed with the sideways for the last point of block. Totally blocked, don't have to worry about the brutal thing triggering because I take no wounds. Now, since this was part of a successful block, I get 4 points of attack. That's efficient now because of exposed. It lost all resistances. And then, so that's 4 points of attack, 5, 6, 7, 8 points of attack. Dude is dead. Great. So what happens? I get 8 points of fame. That gets me up to 42 Dunskies. I'm going to mark this with a shield. And again, this is the secret tomb. So I get my tomb rewards. What are my tomb rewards? I'm going to get myself Fireball. And we're going to get ourselves an artifact. Though, let me clean out my play area. This looks crazy. That's fine. Done, done, and done. We have to get myself an artifact. What is it? Endless Gem Pouch. This was the Tome of all spells. Discard a card of any color. You can use a spell in inventory. That's fine. But with all the spells I'm getting anyway with these tombs, I think Endless Gem Pouch makes more sense. And now I get my level up. So the next two cards here, what are they? So I can -1 attack or +2 attack, -2 armor, or I get a point of healing and a blue crystal. I'm going to take the point of healing and a blue crystal. I don't know if that point of healing makes sense, or if the -2 shield over there is it. Mana Overload's interesting. It might be a good opportunity to play that way, but I don't really want Frostbridge. I don't really like any of these turns, any of these cards. Actually, Agility, though, could be somewhat flexible. I don't want to get a blue card. Oh, this is bad. Bad! Alright, let me get the Mana Overload, and we'll replace that. Yeah, so Mana Overload's an interesting. So the way I was messing it up. So once I can choose a color, I get a mana token of that color, and then the next turn, if I have again, the first time I played it, I was putting a color on it too, so I was getting 2 mana effectively, 1 in consecutive turns. That was wrong. On the next turn, if I have another mana of that color, I can use it to power something, and I get +4, and that's a pretty strong effect. So that skill I get an advanced action. Since I took Tovat's skill, I have to take Frostbridge. I'm really trying to avoid blue cards in Tovak's deck, and now I dropped my hand limit, which is 6. So Frostbridge, mana Overload, or Endless Gem Pouch, and Fireball, and that probably means that I can defeat whatever's in there, and that's probably what I'm going to do. So Tovat declares end of round. So I have 1 more turn. I'm going to play Frostbridge to get myself here. I'm going to play Endless Gem Pouch. Yeah, so I'm going to roll a mana die twice. I get a red. I'm going to roll it again. I get a green. And then I'm going to enter the dungeon. We're going to draw a random monster enemy. Boom. It is a Manticore. Manticore's fire resistant, because of course it is. Yikes. I cannot. Wow. That is like the worst enemy I could have drawn. Absolutely the worst enemy I could have drawn. Oh, it's so bad. Yeah, I can't even. I have no other attack. That's like the only. That is, the Manticore is the only one I can't kill, I think, with Firebolt, with Firestorm. That was really bad. All right, that's fine. It is what it is. I take 2 wounds to my hand, 2 wounds to my discard pile because of the poison. I already killed a Manticore this game, right? Yeah. So that's the other That's the only other Manticore. So Adventure Sites, I think it just goes away and I draw a new enemy next time. If you fail to defeat an enemy in a dungeon, it is discarded, and I'll draw another one next turn. That's fine. So it just goes away, just gives me 4 wounds, and just didn't work. So that was the end of the round, and yeah, we got some wounds to worry about now. But that's fine. I'm where I want to be. It's just a matter of need to get some right heal or a key rest or 2. So we're going to shuffle this up. This deck is now massive. We have 1 more round. We need to get, we're basically going to have to defeat 3 tombs. So defeat 3 dragons and 1 monster. Definitely doable in 1 round with the cards that I have. So these refresh. We're going to add a white to Tovak's D deck. We're adding a green to his inventory because of underground travel. Tovak has 20 cards in his deck now, and that's fine. These go down, these go down. We got a second monastery on the board, so I never replaced that. So 2 into the heat. These go away. Dodge and Weave was probably the card that should have been there. Yeah, that makes sense. So now into the heat should be here. I obviously don't want it to the heat, so if I'm wrong there, it's definitely not to my advantage. And then we got Rush of Adrenaline. So Blood Rage and Steady Tempo are in the unit offer, and we have Rush of Adrenaline added there. Drawing out my hand limit, which is 6, Druidic Staff, Amulet of Darkness, Mana Draw, Threaten, and Crystallize. No attack cards. whatsoever. I'm going to take Rethink. That means I go first. I get to discard 3 cards, including wounds. I do not want... I need some attack cards. Oh, we have to refresh the source. Also need to refresh the unit offer, I think. So green, white, blue. Unit offer refreshed. It is a Red Cape Monks, Thugs, and a Shock Troops, and that's fine. Alright, Rethink. When you take this tactic, discard the 3 cards. I'm doing that. What am I discarding? Discarding the Wound for sure. Discarding Druidic Staff is not helpful this very second, and Threaten is also not very helpful. So these, I'm going to draw 3 new cards. Chilling Stare, a Wound, and Endless Gem Pouch. These get shuffled back in, and I'm first. What are we doing? Alright, we're going to attack an enemy. I have no movement cards, so nothing going on there. And what do we get? It is Shadow, so Arcane Immunity in the house. So I can't get it to not attack me. So nuts. So nuts. That's fine. I'm going to take 2 wounds, and I'm going to use Howl of the Pack. It gives me an attack of a 7. I'm going to use... What am I doing sideways? Amulet. Oh, I can add... That might not be bad. I can use black mana as if it's night. And this gem pouch. I'll use Crystallize sideways for attack 7. And Chilling Stare for attack 8 in the melee phase. Remember, Shadow has elusive. So you have to... since I did not block it, I need to do the 8 points of damage there. This stays in the middle. If I have to use the next turn to lose it, I'm probably going to lose it. I get 4 fame. Gets me up to 46. These can come down here. And we get ourselves, we roll a die to see what our reward is. It is a blue. I get another artifact. Give me something with some attack, please. It is Mysterious Box. Or Diamond Ring. I can't take Diamond Ring. I do not need Diamond Ring. So Mysterious Box it is. I'm not a huge fan of it because I just find it cumbersome. But we will make do. Let's jump out. Mana draw. Mana draw is probably not all that helpful. All right, Tovak, blue, blue, white, so 1 card. So Tovak has 16 cards left. My turn. I'm resting. I'm getting rid of mana draw. Arrgh. How important is Amulet of the Darkness? Could be pretty important. All right, I'm getting rid of mana draw and those 3 wounds with the rest. This goes away. I'm going to draw up to my hand limit, which is 6. All right, 1 Mysterious Box, offering Rage and Fireball. So the Amulet of Darkness Fireball combination could be really strong here, so we'll see how this works out. My problem is I have 0 movement. Just garbage in the way of movement. So Tovak's turn. Green, blue, and white. 1 more card. Tovak has 12 cards left. So I'm gonna need to move. I'm gonna play Mysterious Box, reveal the top card of the artifacts deck. The top card of the I'll put the artifacts deck over here because we're gonna be doing this a couple of times probably. Top card of the artifacts is a Sword of Justice. At the end of this turn, I put the revealed artifact at the bottom of the deck. If I use it this turn, so I can use Mysterious Box this turn as if it's a Sword of Justice. If I do, play +1. If I do not use a Mysterious Box, I put it back in my hand, and then I place it right. That's fine. If it was a banner, that's a whole other thing. Right. So I need to move, because I have to reveal something. So I'm going to put Rage and Offering sideways for move 2. Right? Right. I'm going to reveal this Dragon in my face. That is a friendly city. And we're going to get a secret tomb here. So I get a face-up dragon in front of me, and then a face-down dragon. Face-up dragon in front of me is the Dragonum summoner. Face-down dragon is there for the tomb. So I'm going to attack the Dragonum summoner. I'm going to play Amulet of Darkness. I'm going to get 3 tokens instead of 1. I'm going to get a red, a black, so it's any color, and I can use black mana if it was day. I'm going to get a red, a black, and who cares? I'm going to play Fireball. Again, I'm adding the rules of night to the rules of day, and that's going to be, I'm going to take a wound, Siege Fire, attack 8. The Dragonum Summoner is Arcane Immune, however, he's not immune to attack or block effects. This is definitely an attack effect, so he's dead. I get 2 Reputation because this is a Marauding Dragon. I get 9 Fame, which gets me up to, from 46 up to 55. I get another token because of that. Done. So Amulet of Darkness is done. I did not use Mysterious Box, so this comes back in my hand. Oh, the Sword of Justice would have been nice. And this goes to the bottom of the deck. Great, give me some movement, please. I'm gonna get a Expose, March, and Druidic Staff. That's nice. Do not have a white to discard. Oh, that's fine. That is fine. we'll be able to make that work. Tovak's turn is white, red, white, one more. So he's 8 cards left in his deck. My turn. I'm going to break Druidic Staff. I get to move 2 revealed spaces without discarding a card, and I get to take 2 mana of any color that I want. I would like, it has to be 1 color. I would like green. There's enough useful cards with green. All right, I'm going to use Mysterious Box. Let's see what this is. Banner of Courage. Oh, such garbage. That is not good. No attack cards whatsoever. So I'm going to play March 2, and I get to heal. I could heal. You know, I'm not going to take the green. I'm going to heal, get this out of my hand. I mean, I know wounds are going to be a big problem. I'm going to play the March 2 so I can reveal this and hopefully get some more attack cards in my hand. Obviously, this is day, so getting there is going to be a pain, but somehow we get another Dragonum face down here, and that's fine. So we have Tomb, Tomb, Tomb. Can I defeat all 3? Probably not at this point. Mysterious Box is back in my hand. Banner of Courage was not helpful at all. Shadow is super dead. I'm not sure if I took that fame. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to draw to my hand limit, which is 6. Amulet of Sun, Promise, and Rage. All right. Tovak, red, blue, green, 2 more. We have to attack this dude whether I want to or not. Mysterious Box, what is it? Okay, Endless Circular Proficiency. So I'm going to break this, and I'm going to take, so I can actually look at all my old ones, and I can decide to take one of those as well. So somebody at one point was like, man, you really shouldn't, the ones you don't take, you shouldn't throw aside. Like, I get it. It's so rare. Again, it's so easy to put them back on the board if I really wanted them. So I can take one of my old ones. I think that makes some sense. I'm going to take this skill. It gives me +2 attack to a card. And so yeah, take any skill in the common skills offer, including your own, and keep it for the rest of the game as if required through a level up. Done. So I broke that. Those are both out. The Mysterious Box is finally done, and I think I already gained the fame. Great. Now I'm attacking this dude. What are you? Oh, you are a fire dragon. Awesome. So how am I going to do this? That block is nasty. I'm not getting my range attack at all. I mean, I can get 3 range attack. I can get 4 range attack. Just, yeah, not coming together. It's not coming together, kids. All right, so I'm gonna get 3 wounds, and now I need to do 7 attack. I'm gonna play Rage and get 4 attack from that, and I'll hold on to Expose, and 4, 5, 6. Right, so here's what I'll do. I'm gonna get a red crystal, a red mana for Mana Overload, and I'll have that available to me next turn. I'm gonna eliminate the physical resistance, and this is now an attack 6 because it's Rage +2 with that skill I just took, and then Promise Sideways is attack 7. I eliminated the physical resistance, and I've killed the fire dragon. That gives me 8 fame. That gets me up from 56 to 64. So a bunch of things are going to happen. Now we're going to get our reward. So that is red. So I know that next turn I can spend a red. I get +4 on one thing. That dude's dead. We're going to get our reward, which is a spell. I'm going to get Wings of Wind. Could be nice. And we're going to get an artifact. What are my artifact options? I broke the Mysterious Box. My artifact options are the Horn of Wrath. Yes, please. And we'll see about this. All right, now I'm going to drop. I do a level up. This is not good. I'm going to do a level up, so I get the next 2 skills on mine. I'm going to put one of Tovak's skills out. I can get a point of healing and a white crystal. Sure. I can't take that one because I just added that. So I'm going to take Ambush anyway. These come down, and now I draw up to my hand limit, which is 6. So I'm already there, so I definitely need to draw a card. So I'm going to drop Amulet of Sun, because Endless Gem Pouch is honestly more effective. And honestly, I'm going to drop Endless Gem Pouch too, because I just need to get cards in my hand. Yeah. You know, I could have... Yeah, let me use Endless Gem Pouch as a special effect at the end of this turn. So I'm going to get a black, which gives me a fame, and I get a green, so it gives me a green crystal. Because the breaking effect, all it does is gives me 1 mana of each color, and that's obviously not useful here. So a red on there gives me +4, even on a card played sideways, so that could be really nice. I'm going to draw to my hand limit, which is 6. I get ambush, and I get Horn of Wrath. Great. Tovak's turn. 1, 2, 3. He's going to declare end of round next turn, so I need to siege this successfully and then siege that as well. Great. So my turn. I'm playing ambush, and that's going to give me a move of use this green. So it gives me move 4, which is enough to get into here. We have ourselves an ice dragon. Oh, who totally has physical resistance. Fine. I'm going to play expose. Ooh, I might be able to pull this off. Great. So this card provides range attack. This is nuts. Oh, but I'm only using the red. Ah, shoot. This is only red, so if I use a red mana, then I get the +4. But I'm not using a red mana. I'm using a white. So let me use a white from the source. It gives me range attack 2. This gives me range attack 3. And this is an enemy loses all fortifications and resistances, so physical resistance is gone. And then I'm going to use a Horn of Wrath for a siege attack 5. So that's a total range plus siege attack of an 8. It's totally efficient against this dude because he only had he lost all his resistances. And actually, I'm going to play this to get a white crystal and a point of healing. And I have to, when playing the Horn of Wrath, I have to roll a die. If it's black or red, I get a wound. It is not. But ultimately, it is effective to kill this dude. I get 8 points of fame from that, so that's 73. He's done. I have freed this dungeon. And now I'm going to... This is wasted, so I still have this effect. Everything else is gone. Now I'm going to get my rewards. Since I freed a tomb, I get a spell. I know I have Wings of Wind, so I'm not that worried about that. Target enemy does not attack this combat. That could be nice, but... Oh, Cure. Yes, please. So I get Cure. I'm going to get an artifact. What do we get? Banner of Fortitude or the Golden Grail. They're both garbage. It's not great. I do not level up, so here we are. I'm going to re-roll this. It is a blue. I'm going to draw to my hand limit, which is 6. So Golden Grail, Cure, Wings of Wind. Give me an attack card. Oh, movement, heal, heal. Yikes. Yikes. Alright, that's fine. Tovak declares end of round. So, what am I doing? We are going to play Wings of Wind, power with the white. I get the, when I play this, spend points of movement and move 1 reveal space. I'm going to play 2 points of movement to get into this tomb. Now, I'm going to power Cure with the green from the source. I'm going to heal 2. I draw a card for each wound healed. And attack, determination, and swiftness. Like, I can get a total attack of a... Oh, I don't even have a white. I don't even have a white crystal. Oh, it's so bad. I can get a total attack of a 4. No, I can attack of a... I can get a total attack... Yeah, these are all done. I can get a total attack of a 6. Yeah, it's not going to work. It is not going to work. Oh, I'm off the screen. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just looked. I'm so engrossed. All right, let's bring all this down. That's where I'm at. Fix that. Cool. So I'm up there. The last tomb. And what are we going to get? All right, we're going to have to pull a dragon. So it is what it is. I only gonna have attack 6. I would have attack 8 if I had 1 white crystal. I just don't. Yeah, I mean these artifacts have just been like to pull the artifacts I pulled was absolute trash. What do we get? It is another ice. You've got to be kidding me. That's so perfect. That's so perfect. Yeah, ice dragon attacks. I get knocked out. Cause I get paralyzed because I'm gonna take 2 wounds. Yeah, man. Oh, just you see the things that need to come together. This drawing, the Manticore there, put me in a spot where I just had to do too much in that last round. I never put a shield here. Just that was just really set me up pretty badly, all things considered. You know, and then those 2 dragons. I mean, I just couldn't make it work with those last few rounds, how they played out. But yeah, it's tight. I had a lot more success in my warm-ups, but that's cool. Happy to get a loss on here once in a while. I really am. I've been very on a very good run in the games that I've recorded, and you know, I don't always win, and it's good to kind of to prove that. But hey, you know what it means? It just means we're gonna have to come back and do this at some point in the future, and that's not bad. This is a really fun scenario. It's wild, and when you think about how these terrains, I mean, you have secret dungeon, secret dungeon, actual dungeon, secret dungeon, nothing, great, secret tomb, actual tomb. I mean, it's just intense. You got a lot going on, a lot of things you better attack, and again, just when you're pulling those random enemies, I mean, that Manticore again was just so not great. The cards that would have given me a chance, it would have been tough. I mean, in the fire block, the burning shield would have been interesting. You know, I used all my skills, so I wasn't really going to be able to do much with that. But I mean, even with that ice dragon, I mean, I wonder if there's a combination of 3 cards. The artifacts were just garbage too. Like, let's not, you know, any artifact. And the cold fire block, 8 bow of stars armor. These were the 2 right at the top of the deck, right? Either one of those gives me a much better chance than this stupid golden grail. Like, really golden grail? Come on, man. Where were you earlier? When I actually needed some healing. But you know, did I already use concentration? Nah, concentration's here. Yeah, if I could have got concentration with swiftness, that's a ranged attack of a 5. But I mean, the ice dragon, having to block the ice dragon would have been really hard. So it ultimately just, you know, again, it just wasn't much of a chance. Those artifacts came out weird. Mysterious Box is interesting. I don't love it. I mean, it allowed me to cycle through a bunch of artifacts I didn't really want, so that was helpful. But you could see the number of turns I'm stuck with a stupid Mysterious Box in my hand, and I can't, you know, I can't just drop it. It doesn't make any sense to drop it. So I'm kind of like going through until I finally use something. You know, it took a little bit, and it's just kind of jamming up my hand a little bit. It would have been nice if I could have saved the Horn of Wrath for that last turn, because that, you know, that amount of attack could be really nice. But I just kept running into resistances. I had to use Expose and the Horn of Wrath just to knock out the previous Ice Dragon, and then I get his big bad brother. I don't think there are literally any dragons I could have really had a chance. We were only maxing out of attack 6. I mean, the Swamp Dragon would have been, you know, you can see the combinations of things that could have come together to give me a better chance. But yeah, attack 6. You know, if I had 1 white, I have attack 8. That would have been enough to kill the Lava Dragon. If we want to be serious there, you know, just kind of doomed. And it probably does go back to pulling that Manticore, where I'm like, man, that's the I have a potential for siege fire attack 8 in my hand. I kill every other enemy in this deck instead of the Manticore. So that is that. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Solo Playthroughs. We will hope for better things ahead, but this was super fun. Questions, comments, epiphanies, please put them in the comment section below. I will get back to you. If you want to see the upcoming schedule, you can go on my Patreon page and see what's coming up. I put a new post that is public at the beginning of every month, so you can see what is coming up, and make sure you watch what you want to watch. And until next time, thanks again. Happy gaming.